This video is called Tax Evasion Ultimate. Now, for a bit of history, me and my friends back in like 2018 were playing R6 and decided to have a little custom game. And it was a 3v2, me, Riley, and Bobby versus Matt and Gavin. And in anticipation for this event, I decided to make a little poster explaining why my team would win. Now, I don't know where the poster is, and I don't particularly want to get it because it probably wasn't that good, but yeah, I'm still proud of it. It's just I don't want people seeing it. But we ultimately didn't win, but that's not too surprising seeing that we were 5th graders and they were 8th graders about that. So going to 2023, I probably have this video linked in the description, but in this video I was with a new friend group because, you know, I move around a lot, and we're playing Modern Warfare 2 and we wanted to do a 2v2, and so I made this little video. It's like, you can see 14 minutes, about 15, on why my team would win again. And we eventually did have the game, and it was 2 team death matches, 2 search and destroys, and 1 free for all. Now, I really thought I had this in the bag, but I lost again, and the reason why is because of redheads. So Mason was on my team, and he refused to wear like a headset, so he had no game audio, and therefore he was kind of useless. But I'd say if he wasn't on my team, I probably would have won the 1v2 because my KD was so high that the only way I could lose is if he brought it down, which he did. I couldn't win the 2 search and destroys, I know that for a fact. It's just not my play style, but I would have won 3 out of 5, which would have won me the entire thing, but no, you know, redheads. So how will this video be different from the previous one? Well, I now have the voice of an angel, and also went to the New Vision engineering program, so I know a thing or two about designing my slides, as you can see. And honestly, I did a lot of research, a lot more than usual compared to the previous 2. So without further ado, this is why my team would win in a game of Roblox Hide and Seek Extreme. Now, for the teams, I used the wheeled names. So we got me, Liam, Jacob, and Evan versus Van, Burton, Grant, and Ethan. I know Evan isn't part of Morel's bathtub, but I know he'd be more than happy to be in this video, so that's why I included him. Also, we need an 8th person. So, we're gonna go through these people one by one. Starting off with Van. Van likes them young, and therefore he has a bunch of Fortnite girlfriends between the ages of 6 and 15. And he likes to play hide and seek with them in his virtual basement, which makes him a formidable threat against my team. However, he really likes very mid games like Played Up, Overcooked, and Euro Truck Simulator 2. So these are all like 5 out of 10 games, so he doesn't truly know what a 10 out of 10 game looks like, or how to even play, how to even handle something as good as Roblox Hide and Seek Extreme. Lastly, he loves blueberry muffins. So my plan is to tell his Fortnite girlfriends that he loves the blueberry muffins more than he loves them, which will get them very upset, then angry, and they'll beat him up. And that's how we'll deal with him. Next, we got Burton. Now this is Burton in 10 years, probably. And as you can see, he has black hair. And we need to understand why he has that black hair. So, using 23andMe, we were able to see his family tree. So this is great-grandparents. Abraham Lincoln, Harambe, Hitler, Nikocado, Avocado, and Stalin. Now, they produced Black Duck, Kim Jong-un, and Keanu Reeves. Then they produced Black Doritos, Genghis Khan, and Cat Girl. And those 2 produced Black Mold, and the Cat Girl single-celled my toast, into a goldfish. When Black Mold and goldfish love each other very much, they make Burton. Now, I know this is retreading on old territory, especially if you've already been to Grant's funeral, but, you know, Liam wasn't here, so I think it's justified. But whilst on the first-ish day of our New Vision engineering program, Grant discussed how much he loved the engineering design process. While it didn't seem very impactful at the time, he did mention how it has 13 steps. Now, engineering design process can be simplified into EDP, and 13 can be expanded into 445. So obviously, Grant was talking about EDP 445. And whilst that is pretty weird, it's not much we can really do about it, but, you know, that's his mentor. Next, we got Ethan. Now, he has a pretty common name, so when I'm looking him up, Apparently he has a lot of different professions. Also, he's in a lot of entertainment videos. But he also works on the railroads. You know that for a fact. So he probably goons to Thomas the Train. And that's probably even weirder than having EDP as your mentor, but it is what it is. Next, we got Evan. So, for this for my research, I looked up his stats. So we're gonna go through these one by one. So GP equals gay points. I think it's pretty obvious. EVG, I think it's pretty obvious all along that he was really an Asian Valley girl. OBP means offending behavioral program. Kind of sounds a lot like the respect and integrity sheet that we had to fill out, you know. I thought that was targeted towards me because of what I said Polly, but apparently not, so that's cool. Next we got H for hummus, no further comment. And we got RBI, stands for really bitches incessantly, because you won't shut up. Okay, next is Jacob and Furry. I know we're all wondering that. So let's use some logic. Jacob has 5 letters, Furry has 5 letters. There are 5 flavors in a bag of Skittles. Skittles were sued for having titanium dioxide. Titanium dioxide has 15 letters. You know what else has 15 letters? Soviet Union. The Soviet Union collapsed. So did our Jenga tower during Grant's graduation party. At Grant's graduation party, I bought this lemon juice, and the lemon juice has a serving size of 5 milliliters and vitamin C amount of 2%. So 5 plus 2 equals 7. And 7, 8, 9. And Nikocado Avocado also eats a lot. And Nikocado Avocado sounds a lot like Nickelodeon. And Nickelodeon has a hotel. And at that hotel, they serve peanut butter and jelly. And if you extract the carbon from the peanut butter and you subject it to high temperature and high heat, you can make diamonds. And it takes 23 diamonds to make a full set of diamond armor. Now, 23andMe is what I used to see Burton's family tree. So, is Jacob Burton? Maybe, but probably not. So, Burton is a clothing company, and Kanye West wears clothing. Now, if you keep going west from New York, you'll eventually get to Madagascar. In Madagascar, there's penguins, but penguins don't know how to fly. And so didn't Amelia Earhart when she crashed. And the stock market crashed in 2008. 2008 has 2 zeros and 1 8. And 2 8s together is 88. Now you can split 88 together into 6, 21, 18, 18, 25. And you turn those numbers into letters like A, B, C, D, E, F. So the 6th letter is F. Keep doing that and you get furry. So I think that's indisputable proof that Jacob is a furry. Alright, next, I don't really have to mention this, but I think it's important. As you can see, my robot is normal, has a marker elevator, which justifies its height and length. But then you got Liam's, which is very long and very sus, because there's no reason why the protrusion has to be that long unless he's sitting on it. That's really weird. Alright, continuing on with Liam, he met one of our senators at Boise State. And that senator met Donald Trump, Aiden Ross, who met Andrew Tate, who met Jake Paul, Mr. Beast, Oompaville, Nikocado Avocado again, Meat Canyon, Too Bad, Belle Delphine, Jack's Mate, Ricky Gervais, David Bowie, President Bill Clinton, Fidel Castro, Eric Honecker, and then we get to Leonid Brezhnev, to Nikita Khrushchev, to Stalin, I think you know where this is going, to Joachim von Ribbentrop, and finally to Hitler. So Liam is only 22 connections to Hitler. Now, for his next part, I also didn't know this need to be stated, but I do think the colored goldfish do taste better than the normal goldfish, but I think that's just the plant dye that affects the taste, because that's how they get the color with the plant dye. So yeah, that's objective, therefore not bad. Lastly, just for more proof on why I would win, looking at this, I don't want to brag about it, but I'm just gonna zoom in a little bit, see that 95 right there. So I think that goes without saying that I would win. So That's all the evidence I have. I might do it again. I don't know. It's kind of annoying to do, but it is what it is.